Brittney Griner is playing a game, and this is what Brittney Griner calls. I was not going to comment on any of this stuff until this took place. Watch what she says. The entire internet has reacted to this. Here's Brittney Griner. They're playing against the Indiana Fever, and look what she's saying. Go ahead, Rob.
For the ticky-tack fouls that we were talking about earlier.
Brittney Griner just made headlines for all the wrong reasons. What started as a tense matchup with the Indiana Fever spiraled into an all-out media firestorm after Griner appeared to mutter a shocking racial slur about Caitlin Clark. And then, Patrick Bet-David dropped the hammer. In one of the most brutal takedowns in sports media history, the Valuetainment founder obliterated not just Griner, but the WNBA's entire cultural hypocrisy. Was it too harsh? Or exactly what needed to be said? Buckle up, because this is one controversy the WNBA can't ignore. It was supposed to be just another WNBA game, but when Brittney Griner fouled out, cameras caught her muttering something that sounded like trash F ***** ing white girl. Within hours, the clip spread across the internet like wildfire. Some claimed it was taken out of context. Others said the message was loud and clear. And when it reached Patrick Bet-David's desk, he didn't hold back.
That pretty much sounds like trash effing white girl.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just be honest.
So the whole market reacts to this.
In a blistering 5-minute segment, Patrick Bet-David torched Brittney Griner. He called the comment racially charged, hypocritical, and embarrassing for the league. But more than that, he questioned how someone who was once traded for an international arms dealer could be so entitled. Trash, white girl. Really? This is the woman we rescued from a Russian prison. But this didn't start with Griner. The culture war in the WNBA was already boiling over. It began with a hard foul involving Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, a rivalry that's been under a national microscope. What could have been a heated basketball moment exploded into race-baiting narratives, media spin, and political takes.
To being able to read the expressions of a person and know their intent, know their character, know their perspective. But he does understand hate, because I think he also understands the hate of self. When you look at the play, which is all we can speak to as professionals, all we can speak to as analysts, Angel Reese.
Then came the spin. DeMarcus Cousins claimed Clark was being protected because she's white. Jemele Hill took it further, declaring Angel Reese the Michael Jordan of the WNBA, despite a 22% shooting average. Even ESPN analyst Ryan Clark entered the fray, suggesting RG3's opinion on race didn't count because he's married to a white woman. The madness reached peak absurdity. But Patrick's real issue wasn't the slur, it was the hypocrisy. Griner, once jailed in Russia and rescued in a high-stakes prisoner trade, now seemed irritated by fans. In one interview, she allegedly claimed that Caitlin Clark was ruining the WNBA's chill vibe. She said it used to be a calm, empty space. Now it's noisy, crowded, and full of people expecting them to perform. The fallout was immediate. Fans blasted Griner for double standards. Media outlets danced around the slur, some not reporting it at all. Caitlin Clark, meanwhile, stayed silent and focused, earning more respect from casual fans and even NBA players. The contrast couldn't be clearer. One player complains about crowds, the other creates them.
Griner, what she said about the NBA. This is so funny how all this stuff works out, right? She says, this is from Brittney. Every time we play her, there's this commotion, like this loud rumbling from the stands. Turns out it's people, thousands of them, just sitting there, watching on purpose. It's very disruptive. It's called a freaking game that they pay you money to play. Don't play the game.
For Patrick Bet-David, this isn't just about one comment. It's about a cultural cancer infecting women's basketball. A league that punishes merit and rewards victimhood. A star player who disrespects fans while another builds a legacy. And a media that covers for bad behavior instead of holding players accountable. The WNBA has a choice to make. Embrace the light Caitlin Clark brings, or let it all burn down in bitterness. So, what do you think? Did Brittney Griner cross a line, or was Patrick Bet-David's response too extreme? Is the WNBA finally facing its reckoning? Or just circling the drain? Drop your thoughts in the comments, Smash that like button if you believe accountability matters. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the biggest stories in sports and culture.
Brittney Griner voiced frustration in a recent interview, claiming that Caitlin Clark is ruining what used to make the WNBA great. Wait for this.
Empty stands?
Tom, let me just...
Go ahead, I'm so mad.
WNBA games used to be a chill, quiet place. You could bring your laptop and relax, maybe even get a little work done. But now, it's like there's a large gathering of people watching us from the stands. Some of them are yelling crazy shit about what they're seeing, putting unfair pressure on us to score like we're there for their entertainment. And that's pretty gross. Are you
I act like this.
Okay,
Rob, can you verify that this is what she said on the mom and pop WNBA model? That she's sick of the and then she says the whole thing is toxic. I saw a guy with his daughter in the crowd, both of them yelling, couldn't hear what they were saying exactly, but it was either about my performance or some light racism.
In the most explosive rant yet, entrepreneur and media mogul Patrick Bet-David just took a verbal sledgehammer to the WNBA, and he didn't hold back. Calling out Brittney Griner, Angel Reese, and what he describes as a toxic victimhood culture within the league, PBD's words are sending shockwaves through sports and social media. But it wasn't just criticism, it was a calculated business analysis. Is Caitlin Clark being targeted from within? And is the WNBA sabotaging its biggest star? This gets personal. It all started when Brittney Griner made comments that many interpreted as a thinly veiled shot at Caitlin Clark, suggesting the rookie star needed to know her place in the league. Almost immediately, social media erupted. But few expected what came next. Patrick Bet-David unleashing one of the most brutal takedowns in sports media this year. Patrick didn't stop with Griner. He pointed squarely at the league's growing reputation for what he called entitlement and victimhood, a pattern that's infecting even the brightest stars.
And I know Adam, I'm going to piggyback off of Adam because Adam's been saying this for a while, that this is why the WNBA is never, ever, ever going to work and never make money. And this is exactly what Caitlin Clark gets for bending the knee. Do you guys remember when she said, when we lost all respect for her, when she said, I want to say I've earned every single thing, but as a person, there is privilege. And the more we can elevate black women, this is going to be a beautiful thing. That's when it was all over. And Angel Reese and Brittney Griner, they walk around like the league owes them something. Even Ryan Clark's attitude as if, bro, where's the victimhood? These are freaking millionaires. Like, what are you talking about? It's attitude, it's no humility, just entitlement, and that's not confidence.
In Caitlin Clark, the WNBA found a miracle, someone capable of bringing millions of new fans to the sport. But instead of celebrating her, the league seems fractured. Then came one of PBD's harshest points, calling out the absurdity of branding Angel Reese the Michael Jordan of the WNBA when her on-court numbers say otherwise. Reese's shooting stats were pulled into the spotlight. According to data referenced by Bet-David, she's shooting under 44% from 5 feet, a shockingly low number for a forward. Yet, the media continues to praise her while targeting Clark for the smallest slip-up. In one of the most polarizing takes of the segment, Patrick compared Caitlin Clark to Jackie Robinson, not because of race, but because of resistance from within her own league. Patrick then aimed at the media, accusing pundits of inflaming racial tension instead of celebrating basketball talent. According to him, the press is failing the league by manufacturing outrage for clicks. Then came the chilling prediction. Caitlin Clark gets hurt or steps away, and the whole house of cards collapses. Whether you love or hate Patrick Bet-David's delivery, his message demands attention. The WNBA has a generational chance to rewrite history. But it must choose between politics and performance, between victimhood and victory. What do you think? Is Patrick Bet-David spot on or way out of bounds? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more fearless, investigative coverage of the WNBA and beyond. Caitlin Clark, Ike Nam Jissen WNBA Ki Denaya Hila Karok D. Lekanjab Asan Court Par Excellence Dike, Kuch Logon Any ISC Celebrate Karn Kubajay Race Ka Maslabana Dia. Or for Aya Patrick Bet-David Ka Jawab. Ike Zabardast, Explosive Rant Jissen Brittney Griner or WNBA Key Victim Mentality Ka Postmortem Car Dia. Akir PBD any Isakia KHDA ku pori sports denia ka reaction AA Gaia. Brittney Griner or Angel Reese J's players any recent interviews main Caitlin Clark key success par indirect shots Leah J's wo jishi special treatment key hakdar nahi high. Media any is narrative ko race or privilege ko hawalai esi frame kia. Lekin Patrick Bet David any sab kuch yilit kar rock dia. Patrick Bet David any podcast main seed in Ashana Benaya. Brittney Griner or WNBA ka culture ko. Unhon kahai log league ko bacha nahi rahi or Caitlin Clark J's talent ko discourage kar rahi hain. PBD any kaha WNBA players entitlement dikate hain. J's kudanaya on cars main ho.